In the end of Tractate Makos, the Talmud tells us a very interesting story about Rabbi Akiva, the famous Rabbi Akiva, as well as some other of the greatest Jewish sages of the time, that they were walking and they came across the place where the temple used to stand. And they saw a fox running out where the Holy of Holies stood. And immediately all the sages, besides Rabbi Akiva, burst out into tears and were weeping the destruction of the temple. But Rabbi Akiva started laughing. And the sages asked him, Rabbi Akiva, how could you possibly be laughing? To which Rabbi Akiva replied, and why are you crying? And the sages said to Rabbi Akiva, what do you mean why we're crying? This is the place upon which nobody besides the high priest on the holiest day Yom Kippur would enter, and here is a fox running out of the Holy of Holies. Rabbi Akiva replied, this is why I'm laughing. Rabbi Akiva explained there are two prophecies from the prophets. One prophecy about a terrible destruction, and a second prophecy about a wonderful, amazing time, a prophecy about the time of Mashiach. Rabbi Akiva explained, until I saw the prophecy of destruction taking place, I was not sure, I was not confident that this prophecy of such great, amazing, beautiful times of Mashiach would become fulfilled. But now that I see the prophecy of destruction being fulfilled, I am confident that the prophecy of Mashiach, of the rebirth and the regrowth, will take place. This Sunday we will fast a fast called Tisha B'Av, where we fast for the destruction of the temple as well as mourn the exile, both global and personal, of the Jewish people. However, let us try and look at it like Rabbi Akiva looked. Rabbi Akiva saw a time of destruction, a place of destruction, but what he saw in the destruction is the rebirth, the growth that will take place from this terrible tragedy. Similarly, the Medrash tells us that Mashiach is actually born on Tisha B'Av, on the 9th of Av, at the moment of destruction, at the most harshest time in Jewish history, just as the temple was destroyed. This is when the Mashiach was born, because out of the lowest, hardest times, that is where the regrowth and the rebirth takes place. Let us hope and pray that this year we will celebrate the 9th of Av in Jerusalem with the rebuilding of our temple, and let us say Amen.